All right, gather, ladies. This is an important lesson. It is one that you hold close to you all the time because people will try to steal it from you. Is that life must be soft. Life must be soft. No matter how hard you work, girl, life must be soft. Say it with me. Life must be soft. If what you do does not equate to it, you just repeat it to yourself, standing there with an argumentative person trying to ruin your day. You gently take a breath in and you say, life must be soft.
I'm gonna try. Work till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, cause I'm not giving up on my dream.
Hey gorgeous, welcome to my channel. I'm Kopano Shimange and this is How I Do Things, the show where you send me your questions and I'll let you know how I would do things. Now listen here, I'm just a girly. I may be an ex-financial advisor, but okay, that does not mean that this is financial advice. Not at all. No, not financial advice. It is not advice. It is not, I'm not a professional. This is nothing. It's just a conversation. I'm just letting you know what I would do if I was in your shoes. That's it. That's it. Okay. Today's question comes from someone who's just like, I love Chelete Tuesday. And I have a question for you. Okay. How do the girlies have a good budget but make it soft? When it's giving prudent, but it's also giving soft life. When it's giving, she knows her money, and it's also giving, woo, she lives nice. Like, how do you get that balance going on in your life? And this Chelete Tuesday, I'm going to give you a little 2 cents of my own, what I've seen from other people who've been living the soft life on a budget. People can actually afford it, yeah? And also what I've learned through just age and time, because your baby girl has got some years on her. Here's the thing, when it comes to living on a budget, but keeping it soft, you need to understand that the soft life means different things to different people. We're all at different levels of life. We all have different expenses, and living within our means different things to other people. Some people are living in a million rand means, and other people are living on a 10 rand means. So how do we keep it soft while keeping it in a budget? Number one, I don't know if this goes without saying, but just in case we don't get things wrong, the soft life cannot be lived on debt. No. Soft life can be lived on a budget, but it cannot be lived on debt. Okay? The soft life is lived on disposable income, darling. Yes. Now, I'll let you know that on the road to getting out of debt, you can 100% spoil yourself and live the soft life. What I mean by the soft life cannot be lived on debt means that you can't live the soft life, do your soft things on a credit card, on a personal loan, on a revolving. It's not worth the debt. No. You see those tiny little strings that you need to string up together? If you know that, yes, I've spent on my credit card, yes, I've spent on my personal loans, and yes, I have a revolving account, and you are steady paying those things, and you're a prudent, diligent girly, then yes, you have the allowance for a soft life budget. And you know that I've always called it a fun budget, but now we want to understand, how do I start to make my life easier? How do I start to make my life more enjoyable? How do I spend on the things that are not necessities but make my life sparkle a little more than it would? I don't want a basic life. I want to take my basic life, put some butter on it, put some cream, and put a cherry on it. That's what I mean by living a bit of a soft life. So if it means that the extras in your life, the non-necessities, have to be paid for with a credit card, a personal loan, or a revolving account, no, don't do that. You need to sort yourself out. Again, I'm going to repeat. Let's separate this. You have your budget. If you don't have a budget, I will leave a link down below for you to download my ideal budget, which takes you through what you should be spending in different areas of your life, and it actually leaves out a little bit of allowance for a fun budget. Now, let's get back. So you have your budget, And in your budget, you have your most basic expenses that you have to cover every single day. Where you're gonna live, how you're gonna get around, your transport, what you're going to eat, and your utilities, okay? So that's your house, your car, any fees that you have, your life insurance, your groceries, all of those things are in your budget. You pay them every single month because you've got to live, you've got to eat, you've got to drive, you've got to do all of those things. Once you know the payments for those, we get down to your debts. Now your debts, you need to be paying them off at a healthy rate. I'm not saying that you need to be debt free to live a little soft. I am saying that you should be servicing those debts at a healthy level. What does that mean? If you are paying back the minimum every month, you do not have a soft life budget. You do not. You need to be paying what they are asking or what initially was the agreement. If the agreement was that you pay back 1,000 Rand every single month, but all you can do is 500 Rand, that means you have no budget for soft life. Your soft life is lived on disposable income, the income that you have after you have taken care of your obligations. Are you debt free? No. Are you servicing your debt? Yes. Number 2, people make sacrifices for the soft life. Let me explain. When you say that you're living the soft life, it means that you are making your life easier, more beautiful, and you're romanticizing it just a little. It means that you're getting the prettier handbag, not just the basic one. It means that you have a prettier laptop with a nice cover, not the basic one. It means that you are adding sparkle to what could be a very basic life. You're making your life easier and more beautiful, and this is not a necessity. This is a want. You have to understand that the soft life is a want. Not everybody can afford the soft life. If you are not paying back your debts, you cannot afford the soft life. That's what I said in point number 1. However, point number 2, the soft life is that important to certain people that they will make sacrifices for it. I got 2 ex-friends. My one ex-friend used to live in a 1-bedroom apartment where she used to, a bachelor, not even a 1-bedroom, meaning that this whole room was her whole house. The kitchen, the bedroom, they were all together. It looked beautiful, it looked cute. It was in a good area, right? So for her, the soft life meant I live in a good area and I dress well. For her to afford to live in a good area, she couldn't stay in a 2-bedroom apartment. She stayed in a beautiful bachelor. And she bought the luxury handbags she wanted. She drove the car that she wanted. It was pre-owned and an older model than what she wanted. It was a convertible and she was happy because that's what she wanted. It also meant that sometimes she had to buy the dupe of the thing she actually wanted. So she wanted a certain Louis Vuitton bag and she couldn't get it. So she had to get something close to it because she wanted to dress a certain way, she wanted to live in a certain area, and she wanted to drive a certain car. So she made reasonable sacrifices to afford to live that soft. So if the soft life is worth it for you, you have to understand the sacrifices that you're going to make to afford it until the money is raining out of the sky. Make sense? For me, a soft life is having someone to help with the kids 7 days a week. That means I have to work harder than what I would average work harder. It allows me that, right? To always have someone around to help me out. That is my level of softness. That's something that is important to me so I don't get stressed, so I don't get tired over the weekends, etc. But that means that I either have to take money from something else or that I have to earn extra money in order to afford it. But yes, people do sacrifice for the soft life. Their definition of the soft life, because it's worth it for them. But one thing that you have to understand with those people who are making the sacrifices, it is because they understand that I have to live my life within a budget. So if that softness is worth it for you, hoy it in the budget. Put it into the budget and make sure that your budget makes sense. Number 3, those I have seen to live a soft life within a healthy budget are people who are organized. I've known and seen a number of people who are able to afford things. I'm like, girl, how did you afford that handbag? And Girlie was saving, okay? Girlie was saving, and she saved for that handbag. So if you're going to live the soft life, it has to be sustainable. You have to live it in a sustainable manner. Can't be short-term thinking, because then you're going to be soft today, broke tomorrow. We can't have that. We can't have that. The soft life is lived on a budget. It is lived with an organization. It is lived within a person who understands their money. So the first thing that you do before you live a soft life is you understand your money. Not just to budget, but you understand your money in the foreseeable future. Where you're going to be soon. So for example, you're saving up for you to go buy a specific handbag which costs you 60,000 Rand. However, you're going to be moving your apartment soon and you haven't saved for the moving costs of that. That's disorganized and that is unsustainable. So yes, live the soft life, but budget, right? And make sure that you understand your money and it must be sustainable. Number 4, think and dream ahead. Girls, I feel like I'm shouting at you and telling you you can't live the soft life. I'm telling you that you can. All I'm asking you to do is just think to the future. All right? Think about your future. Because I think that the softest life is a life with extra money. Don't you think? Right? Yes, you can 100% live the soft life. Don't tell me about the soft life because I live my life soft in ways that y'all don't even know. And I like it that way. But if you're going to live it, think in the future. This is why I created my ideal budget. My ideal budget is a budget that allocates money according to the way that studies have shown across many people who live a sustainable life have spent their money. A certain percentage of your money should be going to your house. A certain percentage should be going to your car. A certain percentage should be going to your groceries. Having an ideal budget, which basically tells you what your budget should look like, gives you something to work towards. And you know me, I have a section in my ideal budget specifically for a fun budget, your soft life budget. So my hair must be done, my nails must be done, and not basic. I'm not just going for the 250 nails. Girl is spending 640 for her nails because I'm getting the art, I'm getting the extensions, I'm getting the nail health and the nail care. All of those things are important to me, and that's what makes it soft. Soft, again, is that extra layer of butter, is that extra layer of cream. You know what I mean? Which is not necessary, but you like it and it makes you happy. So it has to be done within a level of affordability. So if you're supposed to be spending nothing more than 35% of your income on where you live, right? If you are spending 20% as opposed to 35%, you've saved money. You can put that into a saving, you can put that into an investment, or you can take a portion of that, not all of it, a portion of it in order to fund your softness of your life. If you want that budget, the link for it is in the description and you'll find it on the How I Do Things blog. And point number 5, which is one that we all have to deal with. Are you truly in a position to live a soft life? Sometimes you might need to actually just squeeze the butt cheeks for this year. Yes, you want to live the soft life now. You've worked hard. Oh, girlie, toxic environment, the boss. You worked so hard. However, are you in the position to do it right now? Again, when we go back to thinking long term, being organized, having a budget, and not living your soft life within debt, when you look at all of those points and you look at your budget, can you truly live a soft life? You might be able to have a little softness in one area of your life in order to repay yourself. Definitely, 100% go for it. But in order for you to live the soft life fully, it might not be the most affordable thing for you right now. Understand that there's an opportunity cost to everything. If you are going to be saving up for a handbag as opposed to saving up to live in a better house, understand that that decision is going to live with you for the next 5-10 years. So you need to understand your budget, understand your dreams, your goals, where you're going to, and ask yourself, maybe having the soft life is not something I can do right now, but it is something that I can do in the near future. Get organized with your life and live soft. I really do believe that life must be soft. I really, really, really do believe life must be soft. I think that there are things you should be enjoying your money as you are making your money. But the most enjoyable thing about your money isn't always spending on the things that you want, but it's actually knowing that your money is safe, it is secure, and it is growing. Living the soft life is ultimately having the cash that gives you options. Nothing worse than being in a situation having no options because there's no money to pay for that. Define what the soft life actually means to you and work towards that. Don't look at what other people do, what other people define as softness, right? You need to look at what your definition of a soft life is to you and how you work towards that. Like I said, for me, part of my soft life is actually always having someone around to help me in the house. That is my version of softness. What is your version of softness? All right, that's it, gorgeous. At the end of the day, life can be soft, and we cannot live a life of chosen struggle. No, we cannot choose struggle and wear it like a badge. It's not going to happen. Not this side of this world. Get to know your money and enjoy your money as you're making it. Don't make yourself miserable because you don't have to. Life can be soft, and truly, honestly, it's so hard out there that when it comes to in your four walls, your life must have a degree of softness. That's it. That's all I have for you in this Chelete Tuesday. Let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are and what your advice is for someone who's trying to live a little bit of the soft life while they're working hard and earning their machankuras. That's all I have for you, gorgeous. Make sure that you like this video so more people can see it. Subscribe to this channel so we know that the family is growing. And like I said, the How I Do Things blog is up and running. So proud of this project that we have. Follow us, send us your questions, and I'll see you at the next one. Toodles.